Hi, my name's Emily and this is me documenting my Slimming World journey. So this is day 1, week 1. So I started off with having to go get weighed, 19 stone, 8.5 pounds. I was a little bit shocked at that, and I got my food diaries, my books, and had a little look through everything. So this is the start of my what I eat in a day. First meal was a bit of an impulse purchase. It was just one sin, and I think I was panic buying at this time. So I decided to make myself a proper shopping list and then got myself to the gym. I managed to do 16 minutes on the treadmill, which I was really proud of. I already planned on making Hunter's chicken for tea that night, so I just cooked mine without the sauce, added a little bit on the side for just one sin and had that with some speed, and then I had one of these mini Mars bars for afterwards, which is just 4 sins. Not the best start because I did miss out on my healthy A's and B's, however, pretty pleased with my first day. So I started off by making overnight oats, however, I forgot to put the oats in the night before. What a disaster. So this was just apple, strawberry, raspberry and Greek style yoghurt. I actually really liked it, but I forgot at the end of the day to add back in my healthy extra B. I then did myself a little top-up shop because there was a few things that I was running out of or they'd got stale in the cupboard. For my lunch, I had this ham salad, which was actually really nice. I had half of the packet of this couscous. It was 1.5 sins for the whole packet, so I'm just going to count it as 1 sin. I had that with some celery, carrot and cucumber, and I did have a whole boiled egg. However, I'd eaten half of it by the time I remembered to take this picture. And I got this Caesar dressing from Asda. I'm actually really happy with it. So originally I was thinking that I would need 2 tablespoons, which would be 1 sin's worth. However, I could only actually get 1 tablespoon worth out of the bottle, and it seemed like plenty enough, so I just counted that as half a sin. This afternoon I was going out to see my sister-in-law, and I didn't want to get tempted by having any biscuits with my cup of tea, so I took some apple. I actually shared this between me and my little boy. So I made this really big batch of spaghetti bolognese. I do like to batch cook and make sure that I've got some stuff in my fridge and freezer to make sure that we're all prepared during the week because we are quite a busy family. It was full of speed food, however, I should have made sure that I had a little bit of speed food on the side of my plate because I was sat and I was reading my book at this time, and that's what it suggests, so having a third of your plate with speed food and then your other meal on top. But I was really pleased with this. It tasted really, really nice. I had another 30 grams of Parmesan as my second healthy extra A, and again, it goes a lot further than you think. I had that with some whole wheat pasta and it was really nice. So I ended this day on 1.5 sins, which I was pretty pleased about. I had forgotten to have my healthy extra B, which I'd forgotten early in the day. However, this is day 2, so I was pretty pleased with that. So this was day 3, and I started off with some overnight oats. I actually remembered the oats this day, so 40 grams, which was my healthy extra B, and I had that with strawberry, raspberry and some Greek style yoghurt. I've learned since then that actually using proper Greek yoghurt is a lot better and a lot more filling because it has more protein in it, but what did I know back then? I then took a little car selfie, why not? I had thought the overnight oats might be a bit more filling, however I had a boiled egg just to keep me going. And for dinner again, it was a ham salad. I used 1 sin of the Caesar dressing and 1 sin for the half a packet of couscous. I had these sweet chilli rice crackers as a little snack in the afternoon. 1 pocket of them is 5 sins, so as many as I've got on there. They were actually really nice. I do wish I'd maybe used part of my healthy extra A to make it a bigger snack. And then it was time for tea. So I made this chicken with a tikka seasoning. I had some harissa couscous and some speed food on the side. This was actually a really nice tea, and I have got a little recipe video which I will upload. Then I finished off my day with 3 of these Baby Bell Lights, which is my other healthy extra A. So that was a daily total of 9 sins. This was me being super studious and making sure that I'd documented everything. So this was day 3, and I started off with some overnight oats. I wanted to show that I have kept weighing them all this time. I added some Greek style yoghurt and actually some strawberry flavoured style yoghurt, which was half a sin. Thankfully that did keep me full today because we were off on a little adventure. Luckily we found a perfect spot to sit and have our dinner because they were feeding the fish and there was lots of things to see. So I had a little throw together lunch. I had some celery slices, a boiled egg, some ham pieces and 2 of the cheese triangle light ones. However, I realised afterwards it's actually 3 for a healthy extra, but never mind, it kept me full. And look at this view that we had while we were eating our dinner. It was about an hour's drive back from me and I had to use all my willpower not to go into the service stations and get some chocolate. I then managed to do 5 minutes on the cross trainer. Should have said trigger warning, bit of a sweaty picture here. I actually really struggle with backache. I think it was with all the weight, and I find that these vertical tractions are really good for straightening your spine out. However, I'm not a gym instructor or a doctor, so consult your own professional. I then did 15 minutes on the treadmill where I did 1 minute running, 1 minute walking. I quite enjoyed this, but I think I did do a little bit too much. I was absolutely sweating by the end of it, which was good. However, I really didn't want to put excess strain on my joints because they were already under quite a lot of strain with me being as heavy as I was. So I made some turkey burgers. I added half a tablespoon of soy sauce, some onions, a full tablespoon of ginger puree, although I probably would have doubled that if I make this again. Then gave it a little mix up, and then I realised I had another healthier to use, so I actually added 60 grams of Parmesan cheese. Obviously, this was going to make 6 burgers, so I probably didn't have the full lot. I then made some Slimming World chips. You guys all know how to make them. I actually fried these off in the pan just for a minute on either side to start with, and then stuck them in the oven so that they would keep the shape. I think you need an egg really to like help them keep the shape a little bit, but actually I definitely didn't need it. So I plated this up, and you're going to see why I needed to go to the supermarket on the way, because there was no speed food in sight. So I had turkey burgers and the chips, and then I actually also had probably just less than half a tin of the Heinz spaghetti hoops. I didn't know these were half a tin. I feel like pretty sure when I did it last time, Slimming World, that they were a lot higher. So I'm pretty chuffed with that, although obviously I could have got some speed veg on there, which would have helped. I did then go to the shops and got myself stocked up on a few bits so that I'm all ready for tomorrow, and got a few of them things prepped. And then actually they had some eggs on offer, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to make some omelettes tomorrow, because I haven't had an omelette in absolutely ages, and probably a good way to use up my healthier by using a bit of cheese. So, and I had these little treats at the end of the day. So the mini ones are actually 18 grams. Someone asked me the other day about the sins for those. So it was 4 sin for the Mars and 4.5 for the Snickers. So I ended this day on 9.5 sins. So this is my day 5 on Slimming World. I started with my overnight oats, strawberries, raspberries. Did add oats this time, and I had a little bit of flavoured and a little bit of plain yoghurt, so I'm counting that as half a sin for the flavoured. And then I had a little apple as my stack. And then I made an omelette for lunch. Now I've realised that I've been watching Gavin and Stacey. Me and my partner have been doing like a little bit of a rewatch. So I realised when I was at Aldi, like I think that's why I've been craving omelettes. Because obviously if anybody knows the series, the mum Gwen makes loads of omelettes all the time. It's like a little shtick. So I used my 30 grams of mature cheddar as my healthy A, added a load of ham in there, chopped up, and some onions, and it was really nice. And then I got half a plate of speed food on there as well. I think it was just carrots and celery chopped up, because that's what I fancied. Then for evening meal, it was spaghetti bolognese that I'd made the other day. We just got that warmed up because it was quite a busy day yesterday. I decided to put my speed food on the side because I didn't want it getting warm in with the spaghetti bolognese on the plate, but I was eating it alongside. I had the 30 grams of Parmesan as my healthy A choice, and I had a Pepsi Max cherry with it. I then finished off the night having a dairy milk ice cream. That was 12.5 sins, and I was watching Gavin and Stacey. So a pretty good day overall, and I ended on 13 sins. So this is day 6 of what I eat in a day at Slimming World. First thing I had was my breakfast. I say breakfast, I ate this at 2 o'clock in the afternoon because it was incredibly busy at work. So it was fruit yoghurt, which is half a sin, some plain yoghurt, apple, raspberry and strawberry. I was saving my healthy extra beef for something that I was planning to cook later in the day. I then went to the gym after work, and I was really proud of myself. I took the picture at 15 minutes because I've been doing that so far, and I think reaching 0.8 miles, and I'd actually got to 0.9 today, so I was really pleased with that. I actually managed to do 20 minutes. I think I had a lot on my mind, and before I knew it, the 20 minutes were up, so I was really pleased. I'm starting to just wanting to push myself a little bit more. So for tea, I ended up eating my dinner, which I'd taken to work. Luckily, I had it in a fridge because it was one of my hospital days. So I had 2 sins of the Caesar dressing. I had 30 grams of Parmesan for my healthy A. And I just had a mixed salad with some couscous that I'd made earlier in the week. I did actually sin the couscous when I first had it because of some of the ingredients I used. But to be honest, I've had it over that many meals that actually I've counted them sins multiple times now, so I've just left that as a 0 for sins. I then got to the end of the day and realised I hadn't had one of my healthy 8 and I hadn't had healthy B. I couldn't think of anything to have my healthy 8, although someone suggested today should have had cheese and crackers, and that would have been the perfect option. I ended up having a slice of wholemeal toast with some jam. The spread was 2 sins because I had about 2 tablespoons worth of Flora Light and half a sin of jam, which was 1 tablespoon. So all in all, not the worst day. I do need to maybe start trying to have my breakfast before I leave the house, but it is sometimes really difficult. So I'm ending the day on 5 sins. This is day 7. So I started off with some apple, raspberry and strawberry and some yoghurt. I used frozen berries so that as they defrost they had a bit of juice to the yoghurt because I only had plain this day. I had been wondering from when I've done Slimming World before if they still did the Rocky Road and Mint Hi-Fi bars, and I'd asked over on my other channel and a few people had suggested buying these, and I am now addicted to them. So 2 of these is a healthy extra B. You have to check which ones you get because some of them are only 1 for a healthy extra B, and that'd be quite disappointing, but I really love these bars. For my dinner, I had this ham salad. I had it with carrot, celery and cucumber. I had that with 1 sin of Caesar dressing and 30 grams of parmesan on the top. If you give it a really good shake around, it moves around the dressing, and actually that's all you need. I also had some couscous with this, however I'm not sinning it because I was using it out of the same portion that I originally made, and I've sinned it multiple times now, and had that with a soft boiled egg on the side. Really delicious dinner. Then deciding what to have for tea, my partner wanted to get in on the omelettes I'd had earlier this week. This is me just trying some cool transitions that I'd seen on TikToks. So we had an omelette with a big side of speed food again, cucumber, celery, carrots, a bit of dressing, and over the 2 portions of the salad I had my 30 grams of Parmesan cheese. And then finished the day with one of these skinny whips that I saw, which was 4 sins, and I think they were really nice. So I ended this day on 6 sins. So I hope you enjoyed week 1 of my What I Eat in a Day videos. It was actually really interesting to look back 24 weeks later and 4 stone 9 pound down at what I was eating when I first started. I'm going to try and get the bulk of these uploaded over the next couple of weeks so that we're up to current day. So if you like it, give us a comment and a share and subscribe and all those things. Bye!